Trying to get it into the hands of a Tipton brother, perhaps. There is Lyle, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Lyle Tipton pulls up and drains the three to put Geneva up. 10 seconds to go. Southwestern going straight at it. Lacey trying to turn the corner up and good. Put Southwestern up by 1. And with 20 left, Napoli can operate. She cuts, dishes to Hale. Great Euro step inside. Fights for her own miss. Count it for Claire Hale. Now kicked out. It is Baines. That low arcing three won't go. And Jenkins headed to Clark. Brown, nice drive. What a pass. Incredible ball movement here. Can Hanley hit it? Yes, he can. Long pass to Blizzard, 2-on-1. Right back to Natasha, who has it swatted away. Addie Putnam said, not in our house. Here's a spin from De Hoyos. Has it trapped, now goes up with it and is somehow able to get it to go. Breaking the short-lived tie. Now nearly swipes it from Johnson, who holds control of it. Guarded closely by Darian Gibson. Sanchez scored a quick 4 points early, looking to hand it off. Does. Freddie Riggs has it. Loses it, but Golazewski right there. Williams pointing his teammates away, clearing the floor. He drives right, hangs up, not going to fall. Calvin Williams is not having the evening he's hoping for. 2 of 8 from the floor. Here comes De Hoyos the other way. Going up against the bigger Ricks. That's 6'3", defending De Hoyos, and then an interception by Johnson. Here comes Golazewski. Williams flying across. That one's still not gonna go. Williams, 2 for 9 now. De Hoyos gonna have a triple opportunity. Count it! Gives a little kiss to his bench with the 3 points up. A 5-point lead for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, big momentum swing in favor of the Mountaineers. We'll see if the Celts can respond here and try to get some of that momentum back on their side.
Golazewski swinging it around, now dribbling. Goes right on Gibson. Williams, the 3, off the back iron. And Calvin Williams, who averages 15 a game, stuck at 4 and cannot buy a bucket right now. Johnson nearly collects the steal, but De Hoyos calms his offense down. Shot clock halfway through as he calls for Camden Ross, who's been fairly quiet as of late. Darian Gibson turning the corner out to Mackey. Cuts inside, finds De Hoyos in the corner. 1, 2, y 3. Alex De Hoyos does it again, and it's an 8-point lead for the Mountaineers.
And Camden Ross, like you said, he's been quiet, but his presence on the court, St. Thomas has to dedicate a guy to Camden Ross, and that gets open threes like that.
Williams against Ross, finally off the glass and in. It has been a mighty struggle for number 14, the sophomore from Spring, Texas, but that time he was not afraid to go straight at the defender, which was Ross. And St. Thomas pulls within 6, but it's been an 8-2 run after the Celts tied it at 30. De Hoyos feeling it, so he's doubled, gets it out to Gibson. Knocked away, but it'll stay with Schreiner. Just 3 seconds on the shot clock.
And this is a fast-paced game right now, but Schreiner, they are comfortable in these fast-paced type situations. St. Thomas, at this point, they're going to try and look to grind this one out.
Alex De Hoyos, the graduate senior from Friendswood, Texas, joins the huddle here during the media timeout, but he has put his Mountaineers up by 6 with 14:46 to go. We used the phrase cold-blooded killer yesterday to describe De Hoyos. Those are the words of Coach Marwan El Rakabawi, but he said so much more about his talented 5th-year senior. He says when he smells blood, he will go after it. And despite the fact that he has not shot well all year long, he knows that when it matters most, his point guard will step up. He did it with 15 points, a season high against Texas Lutheran. He did it yesterday with 13 points against Colorado College. And right now, everything that he puts up appears to be going in.
Yeah, and it's thanks to him that Schreiner as a team is shooting 51.7%. That's incredible. And they need every single shot to go in to do something to St. Thomas that has never happened to them this season, and that's lose a conference game.
Still so much basketball to play. But the crowd from Kerrville certainly helping their Mountaineers with everything that goes their way. The gym erupts as the Mountaineer fans are starting to sense it. It's a possibility. And as we said, the longer you keep the underdog in it, the more dangerous they become. And the Mountaineers have the ball up 6, but they're going to have to hurry. Just 3 seconds on the shot clock. And Cervantes checks it in, going with the alley-oop. Camden Ross can't get to it, though. St. Thomas forces a turnover. Williams got a shot to go last time. This time we'll pass it off. Off the back of the rim. Board cleared by Mackey. Jackson Reed trapped. Loses the dribble, looking for help. And a foul going to be called. Or was there a timeout first? There were a couple of whistles coming from different officials. But they are saying a foul on number 3, Andrew Adibo.
Foul number 3, Andrew Adibo, his first team foul number 1.
Just the first team foul against St. Thomas, so they've got plenty to work with. Each team with just 1 foul. Cervantes from the corner. That goes!
And that's what's made this game so fun. It's been very clean. We haven't stopped that much, and it's making it so exciting.
Cervantes guarding Goloszewski forces him to pass it to Williams. Adibo posting up. Will he go against Ross? Not yet. Williams will put up the 3. That is buried by Calvin Williams. So that's 2 in a row that have gone through for Williams. Someone who can heat up in a hurry. The lead is 6 for Schreiner with under 14 in the second half. Gibson dribbling through the lane, loses it, has to dive to save it, but Goloszewski has it, and here come the Celts. Williams, the wing 3, way off the mark, but the board corralled by Anderson. Have to wonder on that fast break, would they have been better off attacking the basket? We'll never know, but the Celts get another chance. Now a corner 3 if he could have gotten it, but Angel Johnson cannot, and that's Schreiner basketball.
And if you're Schreiner, we'll see if they can make use of this chance that they're going to get to extend their lead.
Ever since it was 30-30, Schreiner has buried a couple of threes. And they've held on to this 6-point advantage that got up to 9 before the Williams 3. And now they slow it down with Cervantes bringing it up, handing it off to Evans. Now Camden Ross spins, finds Mackey. Mackey drives hard. Cervantes again. Yes, he can. Bo Cervantes loving Calgar Gym this weekend. Puts Schreiner up 9 again.
And that will be 5 for their last 5 shots from Schreiner. They've been clicking on all cylinders.
Quick response there by Angel Johnson. St. Thomas within 7. But right now, the Schreiner offense cannot be stopped. The handoff to Evans. Then Ross fakes the handoff, taking it in his own hands. The hook shot. What can you say right now about this Schreiner offense? A machine sawing through the Celts defense that has been the strongest in the conference, one of the strongest in the country, but they don't have a response. And what's the call? A block. Will count the bucket and get a free throw. So St. Thomas not backing down whatsoever. The strong drive by Anderson. Ross may have been in position, but I think Mackey was tagged with the foul. No, they're saying the foul went against Ross, so that is 3. Christian Rodriguez will give Ross a breather. A little frustrated for Camden, and he has a chat with Coach Rock. You can see that at the top right of your screen as he checked out. Can't complete the three-point play, though. So the lead is 7 for the Mountaineers, under 12 inside San Antonio's gym. Schreiner's been running these plays on the right side of the court, and it's been working. Look at the room for Christian Rodriguez, the first year from Somerset, Texas. 7 of their last 7. Golazewski quieted the crowd last time. Can he do it here? Spinning in the lane, and he'll get the foul called on him. A couple of free throws on deck for Golazewski as we head into this media timeout. 11:18 to go in San Antonio. Schreiner 48, the undefeated St. Thomas Celts 39. 7 of 21 from the floor are the UT Dallas Comets. So 7 made shots, 12 turnovers. It's a ratio that a team never wants, yet it's a ratio that happens so often when facing Trinity.
Yeah, they're one of the best at taking the ball away. And when you have players like Maggie Shipley and Napoli, it is hard not to turn the ball over.
Claire Hale will give it another go from 3. This time a little too strong. Nelson trying to get the rebound, but Sierra Trigg escapes that battle and is fouled. But if you're the Tigers and Coach Cam Hill, you have to love the confidence that Claire Hale is showing right now.
Absolutely, and Claire Hale, just an amazing story, going through all the adversity that she has had to go through throughout her career, and to just, in her senior year, shine like this, it's beautiful.
Comets get to take the long stroll to the free throw line despite the foul happening on the other end. They are in the bonus, so a couple of free throws on deck for Trigg, who hits the first one. Trigg, the sophomore from Allen, Texas, an honorable mention in the ASC. And she came through when it mattered most, 16 points in the finale against East Texas Baptist. Yet another big reason why the Comets are even here, and she gets 2 free throws to make it a 17-point Trinity lead. Nelson will pop from distance. Just bounces out, but Anderson there to clean it up. Looking for help now, gets it to Nelson. And the Tigers get to restart their offense. Putnam flung it up there, hoping for some miracles there. Didn't get any. And she'll have to get back defensively. Crown and Shield trying to go quickly. And look at the finish for the freshman. You can see why they are thrilled about her up in Richardson. First points of the game for Amanda Crowninshield. Offensive foul on Trinity, and the Comets will take possession once again. A mini run for UTD pulls them within 15, and they'll have the basketball here with 3:33 in the half.
And in that game against Hardin Simmons, they got out to a lead early on, but UTD was able to chip away at that deficit until they came back and eventually won it.
Foul along the sideline called against a bewildered Emily Nelson. But as we did just a moment ago, Comets take the walk to the free throw line. They will certainly take it, calm down the crowd, quiet them down, and at the same time, you're keeping the press very much neutralized.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with the press if you just get fouled and get sent to the charity stripe.
Not the luckiest of bounces for Tristan Clark, who led to the buzzer beater for Jordan Maxwell because she forced a held ball. Hardin Simmons could have won it on the final possession, but the defense of Clark gave it back to the Comets. And here she hits her second free throw to make it a 14-point deficit. But right away, Crowninshield, just as surprised as the Tigers have been on some foul calls, this time she'll get the whistle.
And Coach Hill calls the team the Together Tigers, but the crowd they have really showed up, and there's a lot of the men's basketball team here. Of course, just a weekend ago, they lost in the championship. So for them all to be here to support the women's team, it's just a testament to these Together Tigers.
Absolutely, and one of those, the newest one, Annika Signs rolls it home. And then Robbins forces the tie-up.
Held ball. Possession arrow, Trinity.
A delay, as always, after the held ball, because even the officials aren't sure where it's going. Finally, they announce it stays with Trinity. Here's Natalie Anderson, the first year, over to Hale, pops, and is fouled. Sierra Trigg not happy with that call.
Number 10, Sierra Trigg, her first.
It'll be her first and the team's fourth. But here comes Claire Hale. You alluded to it already. What a story she is. Her first free throw, a little strong. Missing 2 entire seasons, tearing the same ACL twice. Now in her senior season has battled back, told me she thought about quitting. There was a point last year during the winter break where she had to step aside from the team. Well, the Trinity Tigers thrilled that she is back on the court and one of the leading scorers early on. It's a 40-23 Trinity advantage. Hurst sets the screen for Crown and Shield. Her three off to the left. And an over-the-back foul on UT Dallas.
Personal foul, UT Dallas. Number 10, Sierra Trigg.
Sierra Trigg tagged with it again. That'll be the 15th foul.
Team's 5th foul.
And you know what that means.
Yep, we're going to the stripe.
So with Robin stepping to the line, we'll welcome everyone to Record Watch with us. Seems like every game Maggie Robbins is on the verge of tying or breaking some record. And with 5 steals already, she is getting close to another as that one swirls out for Robbins. Keep an eye on 5 more if Robbins can get there. We'll let you know why as it develops. Able to knock down that second free throw and push the lead to 18. Trigg has it, now stops, lets her offense get back. And the half court can run. Something that hasn't been the case much of the game. Maxwell forces it up and she's fouled as she goes up. So 2 on tap for number 2.
Personal foul, Trinity. Number 24, Claire Hale. Her second. Comments in the bonus. At the line, number 2, Jordan Maxwell.
Maxwell can't get that free throw to go. She hit 8 of 12 in the final 4 minutes against ETBU despite shooting 56% from the line. So talk about improving on a weakness when it counts. Maxwell gets that second free throw to go. But UT Dallas still staring up at a 17-point deficit. Anderson will give it a go from 3. Why not? The first year from San Jose, California. That is her first 3 of the year. And then the Tigers force another takeaway. And it is all maroon and white right now.
Absolutely. Trinity, a 20-point lead over the Comets. And Hale back at the charity stripe again.
First free throw is true. Just as is true the statement about Anderson's first 3. Sometimes it's hard to believe. We saw it last week in the SCAC tournament, hitting your first 3 in the playoffs, and Anderson does it for the Tigers. It's a 21-point lead. That didn't touch a Tiger, but it'll go to the Tigers as these Comets really starting to look frazzled.
Yeah, maybe feeling the pressure here, because while the ASC tournament and Hardin-Simmons definitely put on the pressure, you're more used to playing Hardin-Simmons since they're in your conference, but when it's national tournament time, it's a completely different feel.
Claire Hale takes a little step back, then delivers to Nelson, trying to get it right back to Hale. Instead, a wild shot that ends up in a foul. So Emily Nelson, right place, right time. Joe Shotland, very well known for his energy on the Trinity sideline, now showing that same emotion for UTD. And Nelson at the line, one of the Trinity players Shotland impacted the most. Last year telling me, Nelson did, that he is truly one of the most important people she knows. Just such an interesting matchup for so many people tonight. Players facing former coaches and coaches coaching former players. Robbins, a little skip, won't fall, and it'll go to UTD. But the activity never rests for Trinity.
Yeah, and Coach Shotland, you may think that he got his first coaching win with UT Dallas, but he actually got it with Trinity when Coach Hill couldn't come in for a game.
That's right. It's what led to my feature story on Coach Shotland, which you can just Google Joe Shotland, Brian Yanselson, and I think it'll come up. So give that a read if you haven't already. Very lucky to get to tell that story and to be here with you tonight, as Tristan Clark's first free throw is good for UT Dallas. Second one eventually goes down for Clark. And now we'll have Sky O'Rourke enter the game for the first time.
Checking in for Trinity, number 23, Sky O'Rourke.
Sky O'Rourke, the only non-starter for Trinity who has played in each and every game, and Coach Hill not going to let that change. Going to the first year here, who sets a screen for Robbins. Now Hale with it. Over to Signs. And the Tigers taking their time. Signs, nice dribble moves in the paint. Now looking for help, finds Robbins, cuts inside, the pop, and the points.
With the pull-up, Maggie Robbins.
She is so often looking to distribute, but when she takes it into her own hands, it is special to watch. Floater won't go for UTD. Anderson gets the rebound. And with under a minute left in the first half, Trinity up by 22.
And Maggie Robbins breaks double digits in points.
Sierra Trigg takes a tumble. Now she gets up. There were a few Tigers in the lane. There is O'Rourke dealing with two defenders, so she has to get it out to Signs. Shot clock at 5. Robbins spinning around. And that'll be a shot clock violation. So the UT Dallas defense clamps down there, and they can get the final shot of the half if they want it.
And for UTD, this is definitely not how they wanted the first half to go. They allow about 54 points per game, and Trinity's at 48 at the end of the first half.
You see Coach Shotland not very happy, because he knows what you're describing, a Trinity offense that scores 86 a game, 5th best in the country. They're a machine that is hard to stop, and especially when you do that, a turnover, but then the Comets get it right back. Edler over to Trigg, takes a little step inside, and the contact against Claire Hale will send Trigg to the line.
Personal foul, Trinity, 24, Claire Hale.
Third foul against Claire Hale in the first half. So definitely something to keep an eye on there, as there's just 6 ticks left on the clock. First one good for Sierra Trigg, who Coach Shotland says is the best example of maxing out and giving full effort. Seeing if her effort here leads to 2 free throws, and it does. So both of them good. 6 seconds left for Trinity. Robbins down the court. Over to Signs. Shot nowhere close. But that's about the only weakness for Trinity in that first half. A standing ovation for the Tigers, who take a 20-point lead into the locker room.